Hello, friends and neighbors, and for those fellow Canadians out there, a very excellent Victoria Day long weekend. Desweegee at his desk once more, and as the name of this episode implies, we are going to try and close out the 2022 season strong with our Oryx Buffaloes. Now, I do want to issue a mea culpa. I only noticed between last episode and this one that we have been using the wrong hats and jerseys for the Oryx Buffaloes basically this entire sim. They got rid of the piping, they added a new v neck, and the cap just says B instead of BS or Bs. So that's on me, my mistake. If you want to update your own images, I have uploaded the cap and jersey pictures to the Out of the Park development forums. So go take a look there, please, if you are using NPB as well. Where we left off last time, we are sitting third in the Pacific League, 3.5 games up on the Marines. The Lions basically had an absolutely atrocious time in July. I think they had a 12-game losing streak at some point, so they fell out of contention in a hurry. The Marines had a rough June, and now they're recovering. And those are our primary competition. We are probably not going to be able to catch the Fighters or Hawks at this. The team's offense is starting to click finally. The team's defense remains one of the best in the bigs. The one downside is that we still haven't quite figured out how to generate more runs other than just slapping hits. Still dead last in home runs, but that was an intentional choice. We've added Akira Nakamura at the trade deadline. He hasn't had a chance to get into a game yet. Oh, he seems thrilled. But given that he's a decent left fielder, right fielder, and first baseman, I'm going to play him around the diamond, see where he lands. Taishi Ota, our usual right fielder, is in something of a slump as of late. One for his last 15, so two of those were in the All-Star game, so still in a bit of a slump. I'm willing to give him a couple of games off. Kendall Graveman and Daiki Tajima will be back from injury soon. So I'm going to see how Adam Eaton and Akira Nakamura do. One other change is Kenya Wakatsuki has been benched in favor of Oscar Hernandez. Say what you will about his catcher arm not being as good, but his bat is markedly better than Wakatsuki, who seems to have caught a bit of whatever Shuhei Fukuda was afflicted with. So let's see, which game are we going to be simming or playing through first? I don't want to deal with the Hawks at all. Let's skip ahead to this one against the Lions at their place. My goal is, let's see if we can get through. So maybe I shouldn't have given this guy an extension, is what my scout is telling me. He's basically become a limp noodle. Can I start? Can I withdraw that extension? No. Okay, so I'm out 245 grand. I was worried that maybe his skills had gone down. Hey, we picked up a win against Kodai Senga, of all people. Akira Nakamura with 2 hits against his former club, including a triple. Hernandez stirring the drink nicely. All starters except Adam Eaton getting hits in this one. So Eaton's really playing on thin ice here. I'm not confident that he'll be able to. Ooh, my goodness, 12 to 10. Who blew the save? Who did this? Yuji Nishino giving up 3 earned runs on 3 hits without recording an out. Oh, it was a dinger. Ugh. Kenta Imamiya, of all people. That one stings. I feel like we stood a better shot than what that turned into. Can we at least win the series? No. But Masataka Yoshida gets Player of the Week. I'll take that at least. All right, Adam Eaton's day-to-day 2 to 3 weeks. Brooks Kriske is injured. Wow, when things fall off the wagon, they really do fall off the wagon. So let's send Eaton to the IL. Who's going to come up in his stead? Let's give Kurabayashi a shot. Okay, interesting setup. Akira Nakamura now moves to first. Taishi Ota to right field. Ginji to DH. I'll accept that. But with Kriske injured, looks like Suguru Iwazaki is going to have to take on a larger role in our bullpen. So we got to win this series in order to keep ahead of the opposition. Fortunately, that opposition includes Hotaka Yamakawa, who's got 20 home runs, Stefan Romero, who's having a bounce back year after stinking for us last year, Wataru Matsumoto versus Tyler Anderson. So we've ostensibly got the edge in pitching rotation. So there goes everything. Also, intriguingly, we've got Maki Yamazaki as our DH. He gets a rare start there. Here we are once again at the MetLife Dome. I feel like we've seen this stadium more than our own lately. We're 9-5 against the Lions out of the 25 games we play them. The other guys only got 4 quality starts in 16 games, so I will take our chances. Nakamura's on a hot streak. I will take that. And he's going to go the opposite way for a single with 1 out here in the top of the first. Setting the table for Masataka Yoshida. Well, let's take a couple pitches. Let's be patient. Just take 1 pitch. 3-1. High fly ball. Playable. Romero is there. Almost muscled that one out. The 1-2 to Oda. Through the left side of the infield for a base hit. Runners at first and second now. With 2 down. And Yanhervi Solarte. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. We got Tyler Anderson up in what will probably be his only season with the Buffaloes in this sim. He's got Genda in the hole. Little number, Hernandez is there, and he will be able to get the out at first. Stefan Romero, an extreme pull hitter, so let's shift and shift. Hopefully no damage. High fly ball deep to left, but caught by Yoshida at the track. Oh boy. I feel like we got away with one there. Another pull hitter. Full count. High fly ball, playable in foul ground. Nakamura's there. So, no harm, no foul. Maki Yamazaki now trying to get something going. Here's Taishi Ota. Hopefully he's broken out of his slump lately.
Strike 3.
Not looking good. Oscar Hernandez. Taking over the catcher spot from Wakatsuki. High fly ball. That's going to bump up against the wall in dead center field. Hernandez on his way to second with a 2-out double. Yota Kyoda now with an RBI chance. He's going to line this one up the middle, base hit. We've got ourselves a taimuri. That's the Japanese word for an RBI. Buffaloes take the 1-0 lead, top second. This is going to be fun. Can we beat it out? Nope. Worth a try. What the hey? Okay, Yamakawa, again, extreme pull, so shift left and outfield deep. And good luck, Tyler Anderson. Past Kyoto, a diving Kyoto for a single. We did the shift and he still beat it. Mori now is a pull hitter, so let's go weak shift left, try and induce a double play here. Yamakawa's not exactly a threat to steal. Little looper into left field, runners at first and second, nobody out. Let's go corners in. I'm predicting a bunt here. Full count. Up the middle. Diving stop. We get the runner at second at least. And we lost Ryo Ota. No! Okay, just for 1 to 2 weeks. Oh, that could have been bad. So, just in the interest of defense, Shinya Hosokawa is going to come in to play second base. Get a little more defense up the middle now. That was not what I wanted to see. Swing and a miss. Spray hitter, so let's go infield deep. 3-2 from Anderson. Outside ball 4. Yuji Kaneko. Not exactly the strongest hitter. Popped up on the infield. Hirosawa's calling for it and makes the play. Whew. So it stinks that we lost Ryo Ota for a week or two, and just when I thought our team was starting to get healthy again. But I think Hirosawa will be able to handle second okay. He's definitely got the defensive stats, and honestly, if he does well, I'd rather have him there going into next season than a free agent or keep Ota there. Nakamura's going to leg this one out. Old man legs, love to see it. Yoshida on a full count takes a walk. Nice. This screams bunt right here. We're going to have a noodle bat in the 4 spot. That's the right role to take. Runners at second and third now with 1 out for Yanhervi Solarte. The 1-0. High fly balls, deep to center field, playable. And Nakamura will tag and score. So we scrape out a run. It's 2-0 Buffaloes now. Yamazaki punches this one right to Yamakawa, but he boots it. Has it spill out of his glove. Taishi Ota now with the runners at the corners. Slow roll to third. Can't make it to first in time. 2-0 Buffaloes now. Anderson, first pitch swing. Kyoto not able to make the play. Infield hit. Genda's a stealing threat, so although we're going to shift, let's hold the runner. Romero bunts it. Interesting strategy. We're going to shift everyone left. Keep holding the runner. Hernandez doesn't have the strongest arm. Fly ball into left. Yoshida is there, and 1 run will score. RBI single for Kento Watanabe. They'll have the lead. Let's be careful around Yamakawa. He goes the other way. That's going to fall in for a base hit. That's no good. Tomoya Mori. Let's go deep. No doubles defense. Anderson's starting to come apart at the seams here. And we played that one too deep. But no runners will advance on the play. Bring the outfield shallow. Just shallow. Go for the double play. Fingers crossed. 3-2. Ball 4 called. This game is tied. Punched on the ground. 3-6-3 double play. All right. We're still tied. Oscar Hernandez now leading things off here in the top of the fourth. He's going to launch this one to left field for a leadoff hit. Yoda now is going to bunt this one up the first baseline. Hernandez is able to take second base. Sato now. A 1-0 grounder to second. They will take the runner at first. Hernandez to third. Nakamura now with a chance for an RBI, and he's going to loop this one into center field and snare that with a timely hit. Buffaloes retake the lead, 3-2.
Strike 3.
Yoshida down on strikeouts. That's uncommon for him. Good play by Nakamura to knock that one down. Here's Yuji Kaneko, their center fielder. The 2-1 from Anderson. Line down the shot down the left field line. That will be extra bases. Let's bring infield shallow. Try to hold the runner at second. On the ground, Solarte checks the runner at second and gets the out at first. Stefan Romero now. Let's shift and hope for the best. Romero up the middle for a base hit. Coming home is Kaneko, and he only heads to third. Okay, so we managed to dodge a bullet there. Shift left. Shift left. Pitch around him. Hopefully it's something bad. Punches it into center field for a base hit. But we will get the runner at third. Great outfield assist from Sato. We're still tied. And Tyler Anderson is injured. Oh, this game is bad. Okay. We gotta warm someone up. Brandon Dixon, get ready. Shinya Hirosawa will take a leadoff walk. Solarte lines this one into the gap. That's going to be for extra bases, and Hirosawa's on his horse and running. Once again, the Buffaloes retake the lead. Maki Yamazaki now.
Strike 3.
Will strike out swinging. There's Taishi Ota on a full count. Popped up. Barely leaving the infield, Genda calls for it and gets it. Hernandez now. Pops this one up into fly ball center field. Kaneko's there. Once again, we have retaken the lead. Brandon Dixon will come in to try and nose this one over the line. Two-two from Dixon. Fly ball, left field, Yoshida tracking it. No issue there. Tomoya Mori. Let's shift him to the right. The 1-2 from Dixon. Knocked on the ground. Hirosawa's there, but can't make the play. Double play depth now against Fudiyama. 2-2 from Dixon. Punched into center field for a base hit. Going to be a close play at third. In time. Or safe, rather. All right. Weak shift left. Infield shallow. Try and cut down the runner at the plate. That worked. Yoshida's there, and we hold the runners. Whew. Something on the ground, please. Full count. Past Hirosawa, the game is tied again. We just cannot hold this lead. First pitch swinging from Kaneko. On the ground, Hirosawa's there. We're tied at 4s through 5 innings. How's Dixon doing? 26 pitches? Oof, okay. Whole bunch of righties coming up. Give this one to Tanaka. Kyoto now at the bottom of the order. A leadoff walk. We bunt or do we single here? Tough call. Now let's swing away. Sato goes the other way for a base hit. Kyoto's not letting up at all. He will make it into third. Do we bunt now? They're going corners in, so they're expecting the bunt. Let's hit and run here. Try and avoid a double play. Fly ball. Shallow center field, or left field. Kyoto is up. Geronimo Franzua coming in to face Masataka Yoshida. Yeah, let's keep the hit and run going. Wow. Mori just gunned us down. Well, at least we don't have a double play to worry about. 2-2 to Yoshida. Line past a diving Yamakawa. Buffaloes retake the lead. Here's Hirosawa now, the 2-2. Slow roller could be an infield hit, and it will be. Got something cooking here. And Hervé Solarte, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Ayah. Norihiko Tanaka will get Genda, Romero, and Watanabe. I think we're going to give the 7th to Kaneko, 8th to Matsunaga, and the 9th to Iwazaki, and hopefully that will get us through this game. Let's not blow this one, shall we? Please. That was almost a ground rule double. Genda hits that one with all his might. Fly ball, Yoshida tracking it. Nicely done. Let's pitch around Watanabe a little bit. And he swings right through the splitter. 2 down. You have the open base, but I don't want to face Mori. Let's pitch to him. Up the middle, Hirosawa's there. And we actually get through a half inning with the lead! Hallelujah! Alright, with lefty and righty coming up. Go to Matsunaga for 7th. Let's do a DH swap. Shoki Katsumata comes in for Maki Yamazaki. And Shoki goes up the middle for a single. This kid has impressed me. He may actually make the team next year. Ota now punches this one into left field for a base hit. Runners at first and second now with nobody out. No, they're not fast, though, so I'm not sure if a bunch is the right call. They got the corners in anyway. So let's take a couple pitches, shall we? Okay, inside, ball 1. The 1-2. Fly ball, playable for Kaneko. Runners will not advance. Goda now, the 2-0. And that will be a double play. Matsunaga comes in, the good part of our bullpen. Hirosawa to Nakamura, 1 down. We may have to look into subbing out Yoshida for the hands crew after this inning. Takumi Kuriyama. Just play him straight up. Matsunaga, the 2-2. Kanabari Sanchin! Tonosaki now, pull hitter on the left side. Let's shift accordingly. Actually, no, let's play the outfield normal. First pitch swinging. Little number, Matsunaga's there, but he can't make the throw. Tonosaki with an infield hit. Just need 1 out here. Let's go deep. Hold the runner. 2-0. Fly ball, left field. Yoshida tracking it. And he makes the play. So they've got a switch hitter, lefty-righty. Matsunaga's only thrown 13 pitches, so we might get someone warmed up while he's out there. Sato Yuki now. He's going to go up the middle for a base hit. New pitcher for the Lions, former closer Yasuaki Yamasaki coming in to face Akira Nakamura. Oh, you know I'm going to do a hit and run here. Sato's off and running. And he's safe with a second base. His 20th of the season. The 0-2. Punched on the ground, but playable for the third baseman Kuriyama, or Watanabe. Probably going to be Yoshida's last at bat this game, and they're just going to straight up walk him. Yeah, we're bunting here. All right, runners at second and third with 2 down for Solarte. Come on, buddy. Punched into center field. Kaneko with a diving stop. And I forgot to get anyone warmed up. Oopsie. So let's get Kenma warm. Let's sub in Ishiuda for Masataka. Now we've got our hands crew out here. Now I feel comfortable. Do you say Sato, pinch hitter coming in for the Lions? Bit of a pull hitter. Matsunaga says... Oh, that's why I'm glad Hayato Nishiuda is out there. He made that look easy. Okay. First pitch swinging Genda. He's going to go into the outfield, but Nishiuda's right there. You know, I may actually start playing Nishiuda full-time out in left field at this point. I mean, if we're going to go hands crew, let's go hands crew. It's not like he's that much of a schlub with a bat either. Shift. Pitch around him. The 2-2 to Romero. Punched in, and it will drop in front for a base hit. All right, Kenma's ready. Kenma comes in. Strikeout would be swell. Up the middle. That will fall behind Hirosawa for a base hit, but it's only first and second. Here's Yamakawa now. Feel like the game hinges on this play. Pitch around him, hope he swings it out of his feet. Go on 2. Dropped strike 3, but we complete the out. Whew. Oscar Hernandez bails us out there. And given we got a lot of lefties, let's get Suguru Iwazaki, our closer, up and running. Shoki Katsumata, little number out in front of the dish, but he completes the swinging bunt out. Here's Taishi Ota, down in an 0-2 hole. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oscar Hernandez on a 3-1 count. Rolled to Genda, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Yamazaki. Iwazaki comes in to seal the deal for the Buffaloes. I am like vibrating right now, man. Guys, this is fun. The 2-2. Popped into right field for a base hit. Little looper. Go double play depth. First pitch, 1-0, swinging bunt. Iwazaki will get the lead runner, or will get the runner at first. Shuta Tonosaki now. Weak shift left. Infield shallow. No, infield normal. On a full count. Walked him. We got to get Nishino up just in case Iwasaki blows this. Double play depth. Field shallow to try and keep the runner at the plate. Full count. Punched into left field, base hit. Nishiura up throwing, bases loaded. Why can we never get the outs we need? The 1-2 to Kawano. Swing and a miss. Woo. Sena Tsuge now. Full hitter, so let's go weak shift left. Shift our outfield left. Outfield normal. Got a pitch to him. The 0-2. Kanabari Sanshin! We escape with the win! My goodness. Well, that was exciting. Good on Franzua to keep us off the board. Bullpen having itself a day. We have too many injuries now. Anderson, we don't know. Ota's out a week or two. He heads onto the IL. Uda Shuhei is going to return to the lineup. But I think our manager likes Maki Yamazaki in that role better, so we'll see how that goes. Elbow inflammation for Brooks Kriske. He is done for the season. Kazumasa Yoshida rejoins the bullpen. Tyler Anderson out for 3 days. Okay, that could be worse. Play to the end of the month and see what happens. Bad Ward is going to stick around long term. Nice. Taishi Ota, strained rib cage muscle. Day-to-day for about 2. All these injuries happening at once. But we got the series win against the Lions, so guess what? We're still at 500, but now we're 3.5 games ahead of both those teams. With Ota on the shelf, who do we go to? I think it's going to be Nishimura Yo coming back up. I'd love to get above 500 and stay there. Kendall Graveman is going to be on rehab assignment. It's as if it's my curse to stay moored to 500. And we extended Suguru Iwazaki. Nice! So we got him for 3 years at 1.4 million after this season. I was hoping he'd take that deal because I like his stuff. I think he's going to be a solid closer for us. Especially if Kriske is now going to get that dreaded fragile tag. Look at this. Look at all this. Meanwhile, let's see how Graveman is doing in his rehab stint. We can probably afford to keep him there a little bit longer. So we're up against the best team in the Pacific League now, the Fighters. Oh, Masataka Yoshida's pushed himself into the batting title race. Good to see. Otario may actually become an MVP this season. Fingers crossed, folks. Best batter in August? Best rookie in August? Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Yuki Sato is going to be Rookie of the Year at this point. Ota should be back in time for our next game. The folks are coming healthy again. Okay. I feel like if we manage to keep our, heads around 500 in spite of all these injuries, that's still a feather in our cap. We got swept by the fighters at home. That's no good. But we got a 6-2 win. Means Fukuda can head on down. Ota returns to the lineup. He is the stick that stirs this drink. Give it another week until we bring Graveman back into the fold. How did the fighters get so dang good? Two games up on the Marines, 4 games up on the Lions, 8 games back of the Hawks. So even if we do make the playoffs, we're not going to have home field advantage at all. We gotta win this series again. Okay, so we won the series. Tajima's ready to start his rehab stint. Graveman, mild abdominal strain, he'll play through it. Taishi Ota returns to the lineup. Nakamura's done pretty damn good with our team so far. That actually was a pretty savvy pickup, it looks like. I don't know why he's grimacing. So we got a series win against the Marines to stay 2 ahead of them. Yanagita's been on an absolute tear. That's frightening. Fighters have won 10 in a row. Of course. Adam Eaton ready to come back. Graveman, Tajima are both healthy. Where does Eaton play, though? I mean, Kurabayashi done anything? Okay. Couple hits, but I think it's Kotaro. No. How's Maki Yamazaki doing? Pair player. Batting stats. Yeah, it's still going to be Kurabayashi who heads down. Adam Eaton returns. I mean, I'm not in as big of a rush to move Graveman back because the team's been pitching well. Pitching's not our issue. Hell, Sakakibara, Matsunaga, and Iwazaki combined for a 4-hitter. Okay, Eaton's getting like 1 week to figure his bleep out. And if he can't, back down to the farm he goes and then out of the organization. Beat the Hawks at their place. And we're back at, say it with me now, 500. Got 2 games. Alright. I'll take it. Eaton with 3 straight games to the hit, but his OPS is still not so good. Alright. End of the homestand, then Graveman's coming up. I do like the very ominous Western music I picked for this, all royalty-free stuff, because this does very much feel like a shootout at this point. Staring down the fighters. 9-2 win. Love it. Shutouts. Okay. Have we just not played as many games as over in the Central League? I mean, the Chunichi Dragons are also 500, but they've played 8 more games than we have. All right, fashioning ourselves a sweep of the Eagles. We're now 6 ahead of the Marines. Eaton still has not been able to get his batting average up to where it should be. But he's starting to come around. Take a look at his splits. 785 OPS. You know, I think he's got a stay of execution now. Ota's fallen through the floor, if anything. Ugh. Alright. Graveman's healthy? Good. Who's going down? I think it's going to be Dixon. Tajima is going to get one more start. Before joining the rotation. Okay, big series coming up against the Marines. I'm intentionally not simming any or playing through anything because I want to make sure we save that for a clinching game. And we got ourselves a nice little win streak going now, folks. Wait a minute. We're closer to second than we are to fourth. Ah, there goes the win streak. Okay. Please don't crash on me, game. Okay, it's just making more coaches. Man, they must have deadened the ball or something. At this point in the season, Yamakawa's only got 24 dingers? Tsutsugo's only got 32? Still, team is hot. 14-5 in September. So we had a swoon around the All-Star break and the Olympic break. April was crud, but I think the team's honed into form. You know, while Nakamoto's nursing that injury, he's going to move to DH. Ginji heads to first. And I think Daiki Tajima's ready to join the big club. So, again, who do we send down? Bullpen's been really solid. Is it Tyler Anderson? Does he go down? Is it Yamasaki? Might be Yamasaki. You know what? Yuji Nishino has been outperforming his FIP like crazy. I mean, there's always going to be injuries. You know what? I'm not going to deliberate over it too long. Saki heads down. Tajima gets the nod up. Sachi will hang around. And with Tajima back, it looks like it's Yusuke Nomura who's bounced to the bullpen, which I'm okay with. You know, that's fine. He's having himself a good season. Wow, we really have the Eagles' number. Swept them twice in this month alone. Anderson's rounding into form. Iwasaki's holding down the fort fantastically. Ryo Ota's almost batting 500 over the last 8 games. Eaton is not going to get an extension. What does Graveman want? Not happening, buddy. Okay. Goal now is to stay ahead of Chiba. Originally, I was thinking I'd go until we actually make the playoffs, and then we do a... Oh, MTSC. Is the Japanese League a good place to start for a baseball newbie? You know what? Given that you only have one farm-level team to work with, I think it does help. There is the added wrinkle of the foreign player restriction, though, so you have to be mindful of that. You can only have 4 or 5 foreigners on your team at once. But it's not a bad place to start. Uh-oh, why is Genji injured? Why is he injured? Oh, stiff back. Okay, he's fine. Okay, folks. Yoshida might actually turn into a decent reliever. Yamashita developing. Tomiyama's developing. Hiromu Ise. A lot of positives down there. Tongu, I think, is going to be joining the big club next season. Wakatsuki has finally ticked me off. Tongu's going to be our backup catcher and one of our lead DHs. Yoshida is looking better. Yuki Sato now has a potential contact rating of 70. Oh, man. Oh, I hope he never gets injured. Wallop the snot out of the Buffaloes. Or the Lions, rather. Alright, pennant chase. 99.2% odds. How many games do we have left to play? 23 games left to play. Our lead is 8. How's Eaton been doing? He's been getting worse. Okay, so you know what? After 4 games, Nakamura is going to go back into the field. Something got into this Buffalo squad, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Oof, and we got slugged 13-0 by the Fighters. Who was that? Who the hell did they put a 10 spot up on? Pajima, buddy, okay. That was not fun to see. Hernandez is backsliding a bit, so maybe we need to look at bringing Wakatsuki back as catcher. Never mind. Hernandez is still better for now. I could always bring Tongu up now, I guess? Yeah, let's do that. Katsuki down, Tongu gets the nod up. sacrifice a little bit of a defense for offense. Nakamura's healthy again, so he's going to move out of the DH spot. Now the team is actually healthy again. As soon as I say that, Yoshida needs to sit for 3 days. Not worth it to send him on a trip to the DL. Come on, let's not finish this season as poorly as we started it. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto's having a rough season for him. Adam Eaton day-to-day for 5 days. He can heal up down in the minors. Endai Gen has smacked the crud out of everything down in the minors, so he's going to show up off the bench. 7 games separate the Buffaloes and Marines. With 18 to play. We play them again? Ooh, we may finish our season against them. Okay, let's go week to week still. To see the turnaround in the season Masataka Yoshida has been pleased. To be honest, MTSC, no one can do what the Rays do better than the Rays are doing right now, so don't beat yourself up over that. Alright, series loss against Chiba, so our division lead shrinks to 6. Yes, I know it's the last year of the contract, Solarte, but you've also gotten worse as the year has gone on. So I am quite content to let you walk elsewhere. Certainly not at 4 million. Holy smokes. Well, people seem to be happy. Akira Nakamura. Well, his BABIP is unsustainable, but it's gonna stink to have him go. How much money would he want for an extension? $2.4 million. No, sir, Bob. Not happening. Okay, Daiki Tajima, can you recover from that gong show that was your last start? I mean, the Hawks haven't even clinched their playoff berth yet, so I don't think we still may have a ways to go. Oh, there they go. They've clinched their playoff spot. Ah, rats, it's... Alright, who'd I lose from my team? Yeah, we're recalling Kenma, calling Tanaka, calling Hirosawa. So... Contract draft rules very different between MLB and Japan. The draft in NPB takes place late in the season, or after the season as opposed to during it, and the first round is really confusing, but by that same token, Out of the Park can't actually handle what they do for the first draft, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Contract rules. Domestic free agency is after 8 years. If a foreign player reaches 9 years of service time, they're treated as a domestic player, which is pretty neat. The posting system does exist, but if you don't have the MLB in your save, you don't have to worry about it. There's nowhere for the players to get posted to. So keep that in mind if you do want to sim NPB and you want to keep it easy. Try and think of other contract rules. Ostensibly, and you can configure your game for this, NPB doesn't have pre-arbitration. Every year, you get to negotiate with your players, and they have to take the contract that's given to them. So there is no, 3 years of cheap labor like NPB is currently is set up for an out-of-the-park baseball. So you can put that back in if you want. And yeah, the posting system is kind of like the transfer system in association football in that you're paying for another player's services. Maybe that puts into a little bit more context. And I'm okay with Kurabayashi and Gen going to Miyazaki Phoenix League. Eaton's going to rejoin the team. Okada, might as well put him on the list. Burai Ryo gonna come back up. Okay, so we've hit a bit of a slide. And we're now 4 games. Yeah, we're 3-7 in October. What happened? Alright, I gotta put these guys back on the 40-man. That better? Good now? Okay, we're good now. We were doing well. And now we're slumping again. We just can't escape 500. Every time the game hangs like this, I keep worrying it's going to crash. Yeah, so MTSC, what that refers to is in NPB, you have a roster or an organization limit of 70 players. You can only have 70 guys who can be on your major league team, that can be called up to your major league team or play on the minors. But there's also this thing called a developmental contract where you can sign a minor league player for 3 years and they can play on the minors, but they can't play in the majors unless you add them to your 70-man organization limit. So that's the way Out of the Park Baseball is modeling it. You have a 70-man organization limit, and that covers both your main and your farm team roster. Oh man, we are getting rinsed now. Hate to say it, but I think Daiki Tajima's got to go down. Dixon, come on back up. We've got to stop losing games. We're 3.5 ahead. There we go. Got the win, but it was close. We're now squabbling over the last playoff spot. 3.5 ahead of Chiba. And we play them for 2 games at their place coming up. Oh, draft pool time. Hey, we got a win against Kodai Senga. Man, we've got his number. Okay. So, my thinking was maybe we'd actually do the first round draft like we did in year 1, where I would try to simulate what the actual first round would be if this was real MPB. But I am once again worried that everyone's going to get goo-goo eyes over Koichiro Okamura. Everyone's going to try and pick him. I mean, with good reason. That is a very competent pitcher if he develops. I mean, my preference would be Toshio Kimoto here. Not just because he's a ground baller with a good 4-pitch mix, but because he's got a bat. Look at that! And he can play the outfield too. Like, he's someone I'd want to have. As usual, we're pitcher and outfielder heavy. Mock draft says we'd get Kikuzo Kono, and that Kimoto would go second. But we'll see if when we get to the draft, I'll see if that actually works out. Oh man, I'm on tenterhooks right now. This season has been fun. We got 10 games left to play. Ahead by 3.5. Sorry, 2.5. We have way too many people who are cold. Hernandez and Kyoto both in 2 for 30 slides. Ayya. So I think we're going to sim the second of these 2 games. Or play the second of these 2 games. How often do you... Alright, so... How often do I actually play off games versus simming them? When I'm streaming, I try to aim for like 1 or 2 games a stream, just because it's a little more interesting than watching what is effectively a spreadsheet simulator. But when it comes to me on my own, usually I rarely play games. I do if it's the playoffs or if it's a meaningful game, because I don't think I'm that good of a manager. But we're going to nose this team into finishing. I feel like this series is the big one. 2 games ahead of Chiba Lotte. The last direct head-to-head matchup. And we lost the first one 3-1. Alright, let's play this one. We got YY on the mound. He's been so disappointing. And Nishiura's in a slump. Hernandez is in... You know what? Hold up. Why are we only running with 1 catcher right now? Oh boy. Where the heck did Wakatsuki go? There he is. So maybe let's move Nishimura down, Wakatsuki up. Let's give Hernandez a bit of a breather. Yamazaki's gone from a plus to a minus. Send him down. Old friend Fukuda Shuhei rejoins the top flight. All of my outfielders are frosty. Okay. YY, it's your game. Can we not lose this one, please? Marines have won 8 in a row, which is why they've caught up to us.
Strike 3.
And we're up against their ace, Roki Sasaki. So it's ace versus ace here with potentially a playoff berth on the line. I'm going to be so miffed if we blow that lead we had. Good play there by Yoshida. Okay. Come on, Ota. Let's get it. That's not getting it. Good play by Nakamura there. Like, this is a solid defense. Yasuda I just go after him. Yoda, be faster, man. For a brief second, I was worried the game would crash again. We are pitching around Gyota Fujiwara. Right on. This is going to be one of those games where I'm on absolute tenterhooks, aren't I? Thankfully, the bullpen seems pretty well rested. Only Kenma's seen action recently. Nakamura deep to left center or right center field, way back, and caught at the warning track. Gah! Don't tease me like that. I'm not even going to react to that one until it leaves the stands. Warning track power, this team. 1-2 to Sands. On the ground, Ota there. Thank you. Two 2-0 to Leonis Martin. Past a diving Kyoda, he beats the shift. Double play depth. Pitch around him a bit. Nishiura right there. And play it straight up. 1-0. Lined into the left field corner base hit. Martin will hold up at third, so it's a double. Carlos Perez, the catcher. Outfield deep, infield. Let's play it straight up. Full count.
Strike three.
Harabari Sanshin. No run score. Akatsuki back in action. It's been a while since we've seen him with the big club. Maybe that's why. Yoda will take his base. Yuki Sato lines it right to the third baseman. Oof. Yasuda, good play. Eaton's going to launch this one into center field. Base hit. Yoda not letting up at all. He will pull into third. Anyone's going to get the hit here. It's Masataka.
Strike three.
And he will go down looking. Woof. Yamamoto is so good at this. See if we can get a double play here. On the ground, Ota to Kyoda to first, to Nakamura at first. Double play. Nice twin killing there. Ota, little looper, gonna be tough. Takahama's there. Huh, no Shogo Nakamura tonight, okay. Flarte flies this one into center field. Fujiwara has no issue with that. We're getting the drives. It's just going right into other people's mitts. Sit down. You two. That's more like it. Through 4, Yamamoto's at 54 pitches, but we got to get our offense going here. Nishiuda has been disappointing so far. I mean, a couple fly balls, but nothing that lands.
Strike 3.
I can't believe it. After all this, we're going to end up back at 500 again. Well, MTSC, keep in mind, MLB The Show is the one that most people know because that actually lets you play the games. You know, the press X to swing. This is not that. Kyoto with a double. Okay. Come on, Sato. That's gonna be right into the shortstop's glove. So 3 hits for either side, but no runs yet. Inoue with a double, deepest part of the park. That's going to be tough. Get the corners in. Let's protect against the bunt. Oh, and 2. Got him. They'll think they're going to try and bunt him over, so bring infield shallow. Knocked on the ground. Ota to Nakamura. 2 down, runner at third. Full count from Yamamoto. Walked him. First walk of the game for Yamamoto. It's Ogino. Back the play there. Let's go outfield deep. Infield, outfield shallow. Infield normal. 2-0. Whew! Good call. Sato with a one-handed grab to end the threat. Top of the 6th now. Eaton's going to line this one to center field. Asataka Yoshida into the gap for a double. Eaton's off on his horse. He's probably going to come around to score. Yoshida, stand-up double. Ryo Ota now. Punched up the middle for a base hit. Runners at the corners now for Yanhervi Solarte. Stay out of the double play here. High, deep drive to right field. That one's gone to the Owendon. Solarte! And it's 4-0 Buffaloes. Still no outs here in the top of the 3rd, or top of the 6th. You really want to trade? No. Nishiuda's in a bit of a hole. They're not expecting a bunt, so let's lay down one. Katsuki on the ground, sacrifice hit. Take it. So, hit and run is where you're telling your runners to run as soon as they hear the crack of the bat or as soon as the batter swings. That can backfire because if your batter misses, your runner may be a dead goose on the base paths, but it is helpful for breaking up double play situations, especially when you have a runner at first and that runner is good. I usually like doing that myself in those situations. I'm feeling frisky. Let's bunt. Why didn't my runner go home? Jeez. Anyways, 4-0 lead. I'll take it. Lead off walk. That's suboptimal. Double play depth. Pitch around him, because I still don't like that contact stat. Knocked on the ground. 3-6-3. Whew. What a play by Nakamura there. The 0-1 to Sands on the ground. I didn't realize how handy it is having a strong fielding first baseman like Akira Nakamura. I mean, Ginji's okay, been okay there, but not that good. All right, how's Yamamoto looking? 79 pitches? Get someone warmed up for when... if he starts to flag a bit. I mean, he's been dealing all night. Yuki Sato 0 for 3. Make that 0 for 4. Adam Eaton now having an okay day at the plate, or decent day at the plate, 2 for 3. Called strike 3 from Sasaki. Here's Yoshida. High fly ball into right field. A 3-2 to Martin. On the ground, Ota there. Barely has to move. Seiya Inoue. 1-2 to the man they call Aja. Called strike 3 on the splitter. Here's Hirasawa.
Strike 3.
Down swinging. Oh, you know Yamamoto wants this. He's at 96 pitches, so I think we're going to hand this one over to the bullpen now. Yuji Nishino is going to be warming. And I'll go to Takahiro Matsunaga if Nishino runs into issues. Full count to Ryo Ota. Walked him. See how Solarte handles the new pitcher. Take a few pitches. Got him out. Two-two. On the ground, that will be a 5-4-3 round the horn double play. Oof. Nakamura Akira now. Punched on the ground. So, let's let Yamamoto have the night off. Yuji Nishino comes in. We're going to do a defensive sub as well. Taishi Ota heads to right field. Nishiura to left. We've got our hands crew out now. The 1-2. Called strike 3 to Carlos Perez. Takuya Takahama now. On a full count.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Got a bunch of lefties coming up, so I'm going to get Matsunaga. You know what? If it's still 4-0, we might go with Dixon. Yoshida. Naka. Or you know what? Let's see how Nishino does. We may just ride him. We'll see how he handles. Outfield, shallow. Full count to Takashi Ogino. Inside, ball 4. Go infield deep. Back the power he's got. Hold the runner. 2-2. High fly ball deep down the right field line, but still stays in the ballpark. Ota couldn't get there in time. That will be a 3-bagger for Yasuda. So let's get Iwazaki warmed up now that it's getting close to a safe situation. Pitch around him. Fly ball. High. Maybe playable. Nope. It really is never easy with this squad. But we got Iwazaki warming up. He will be our closer, and it's his game in the bottom of the 9th.
Strike 3.
And we are also going to make a defensive sub at second. Shinya Hirosawa comes in. Now this is our full hands crew. Oh man. One, 2 from Iwazaki.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Seiya Inoue now, the 3-1. And we lost him. Koki Yamaguchi now. Go shallow infield. Pitch around him. Maybe he'll swing at some junk. Up the middle. Through for a base hit. Uh-oh. Pitch around. The 2-2 to Perez. Swing and a miss. First pitch swinging, Yamaashi. On the ground. Solarte goes the short way, and we escape with a 1-run win. Iwazaki, his 10th save of the season. Yuji Nishino has officially lost his place on this lineup. I can't trust him. Daiki Tajima returns. We'll see if he can actually help us out. So, 2 games. I'm saving. I don't want my game to crash again. 7 to play. Ahead by 2 games. Yeah, Kriske, I know, like that stinks. Oh, we still have 2 games against Chiba and they're at our place. Oh man. Come on, Hawks, do us a solid. Here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A 5-4 walk-off win in game 141. This is the tiebreaker right here. And it's Yamamoto versus Sasaki again. Oh, wait, never mind. We got a game against Ishibashi and the Eagles tomorrow, so whatever. That's weird. Shame that Katsumata and Nishiura and all these guys are hitting slumps at the exact same time. Okay, playing this one too. We're playing the Marines again, but it's at our place this time. Ota getting the start at third, Fukuda at second. And it's Sasaki versus Yamamoto one more time. We win, and we're in. I did say it before this, right? This is exactly who you want on the mound. It's Yamamoto. Having Ota at third is going to be a new look, but I honestly think it'll work out better for us. 2-0 to Yasuda, who's nursing a day-to-day injury. Right to Nakamura. Thank you. Pitch around Fujiwara. That's the game plan against him. And hope he doesn't do that. Nishiura's there, though. Sato against Sasaki. Knocked on the ground. Inoue, clean pickup. Adam Eaton now, down in a 2-2 hole. Fly ball, left field. Is it going to hang up? Yes, it will. Sands is there. 2-2 to Yoshida on the ground, deep in the hole for the shortstop in time. Man, my nerves are going to be shot at the end of this session, folks. Wow. Sands on the ground. Ota makes it look easy. Right. Shift right. Fukuda is there in time. Good to see he's playing well. The 1-1 to Aja. Lined into the right field, down the right field line for a base hit. No matter, the guy we need to get out at the plate is at the plate. The 1-2.
Strike three.
Swing and a miss. Strike three. 2-2 now to Ryo Ota, who's cooled off a bit from his original pace. Here's Nakamura. Line shot into center, but it hangs up for Fujiwara. Fukuda Shuhei. Slow roller to third. Not going to be able to get to first in time. All the noodle bats. Give me all the noodle bats. Carlos Perez now. Line shot into left field. That will go for a home run. Wow. So much for like a 40... What's his home run power? 45? Yikes. Not fun.
Strike three.
I'm going to miss. Ogino now, full count. Lined into center field for a base hit. Sato's up and throwing. It won't be in time to get the speedy Takashi Ogino. Make sure we hold the runner at second. Called strike 3. Sit down, Yasuda. I'm content to pitch around Fujiwara. Fly ball, left field, Yoshida tracking it. Alright, so we're down by 1. But I still feel like this isn't an absolute disaster. I mean, if we were so far up in the standings and we choked away to be tied with the Marines heading into the second to last game of the season, it is kind of a disaster. We'll make do. Yoda up and throwing. Makes the play. Our team is so dangerous out there with full count. High fly ball, deep to right center. That one is gone too. I hope we have another comeback in us, gang. Go 2 to Perez. Oh, you think Yamamoto was pissed about that? Yeah, he wants this. 76 pitches through 4 innings, though. We may have to... You know what? Let's get Nomura warmed up. Not yet. Get him warmed up in the 5th. We're going to need him. Saki's got his stuff today. Oop. But we have a thrown away ball. And a runner on second. Take the sacrifice bunt here. You. All Yoshida has to do is put it in play.
Strike 3.
And he fails to do that. Ota now. Line for a base hit. Okay then. We're within 1 now. Nakamura now, full count. Up the middle, base hit. The machine gun offense is starting to fire up, folks. Huda Shuhei. Right to the first baseman. But we got to run. So let's see if Yamamoto can keep the ball in the ballpark this time. If we can get a 5th inning out of him, that'd be great. Two to Ogino, who's been a thorn in my side all game. Thank you. Sit down. Yasuda, the full count.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. 92 pitches. Okay, now we're getting our relievers warmed up. Dixon activate his option yet? No, okay, so he will be a free agent at the season's end. Give the home fans what they want. Brandon Dixon. Nishiura now, full count. He will take his base. Nishi's a speedster. Katsuki's good at bunting. You know what it's time for? What the hey? Worked the first time. Station to station. Here's Sato. Line drive. Diving stop by Ogino. Ah. I forgot to put Brandon Dixon in. Yamamoto is going to have one batter or one base runner before I put Dixon in. We want a ground baller here. Good play, Yamamoto. Gave us your all. Now it's up to Brandon Dixon to keep the ball in the ballpark. Fly ball, but playable. In the corner, Nishiuda makes the play. Adam Eaton now. 2-2. Lines this one the opposite way for a base hit. Yoshida pops an 0-2 pitch up. Shortstop Hirasawa is there. New pitcher for the Marines, Yohei Kaguya. Ryo Ota now at 3-1. He will take his base, ball 4. We are definitely doing the hit and run here with Nakamura up. Base hit up the middle! Eaton will come in to score, and we are tied at 2. Nakamura Akira continues to build his legend here. The 0-2 to Fukuda. Swing and a miss, but Nakamura is off and running, and he is safe. Nishiuda now. First pitch swinging. High fly ball, center field. Fujiwara will track it down. But we are tied. Dixon only needed one pitch to get out that batter, so he's got the 7th. As soon as he gets into trouble, though, Matsunaga's up. 1-2 to Inoue. Punch-in! Here's Hirasawa now. First pitch swinging. High fly ball. Sato on his horse, and he'll get there. Carlos Perez. First pitch, line drive to left, and second time today. For Pete's sake. Three 3-1, Hirasawa rolls it on the ground. Fukuda up and throwing, but not in time. Here's Ogino now. On the ground, Fukuda boots it. Come on, buddy. Sit down and think about what you've done. The 0-2 to Yasuda. Swing and a miss! Wakatsuki now, bottom of the 7th. Lines this one into the gap. That's going to go all the way to the wall. And the catcher is in second. Tying run at second base. Yoda now with a bunt. And they get the lead runner. Why did I do that? Ay, ay, ay. Yuki Sato deep into the... Oh my goodness, they caught that? Dan saves a run. Here's Adam Eaton now. Swing and a miss. Carlos Perez, I want his head on a plate. Matsunaga in to try and avoid further damage. Pitch around Fujiwara here. 2-2. Ain't gonna miss. Sit down. Jerry Sands, the 1-1 on the ground. Hirasawa is there, but can't make the play. Gift to the right. Pray to Jesus. Ball 4 from Matsunaga. Double play depth. Go normal infield, or outfield. 1-2 to Inoue. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bring the infield in a bit. 3-0 to Hirasawa. Bases loaded. 2 down. Kenma's going to come up. The full count to Carlos Perez. Ball 4. Yeah, this is going to be our last batter, buddy. First pitch swinging. Past Hirasawa. 2 runs will score. I can't bear to look. 7-2, the final. We have 1 chance left to force a tiebreaker. No way I'm letting Daiki Tajima be that one man. It'll be Sakaki Bada. And this is the worst part. I don't know which months were my actual team. The ones where we played around 300 or the ones where we played around 600 and 700. That stretch was abysmal. This stretch was abysmal. The Buffaloes have successfully buffaloed it. But we did play 500. We just finished 1 game short. I don't know what I expected when I picked the Orcs Buffaloes, to be honest. I mean, this is the Buffaloes. They've made only 2 playoff appearances in the last 2 decades. They've never won the Japan Series. And I forgot to retire Ichiro's number. I'll have to do that next season on May 1st. There are going to be heads rolling this offseason. Yeah, they do have a pretty sweet name, and their theme song is pretty good too. I mean, the preseason predictions had us finishing second. I just didn't expect every single one of my foreign players to stink. Or get hurt. So we'll finish the playoffs. We'll get to the draft. And I'll save that draft for... I might do a stream on Monday, actually. We'll see. But certainly Wednesday, at least. Asataka Yoshida had a great offseason. A great season. Just came up short. How'd the farm team do? Finished second to the Hawks by half a game. Like, oh my goodness. The barest of losses. Welcome back, Brooks Kriske. And it will be fighters versus one of the dragons or carp. That's unexpected. Oh, for Pete's sake, Koji Oshido is gonna be could be in the Japan series. The guy we traded away. Gag me with a chocolate spoon. So, based on the standings, good news is we get 4 trades next year because we finished 4th in the Pacific League. I'll have to come up with a draft board later. How's the pool looking? I'm telling you, I want that Kimoto guy. Ikuzo Kono I'll take, but I don't like his pitch mix, and that changeup probably is not going to develop. Fighters versus Carp. Fighters last won the Japan series when Shohei Ohtani was there in 2016. The Carp haven't won it since 1986, and they lost. This is basically a rematch of that 2016 Japan series. So, Sports Ghost, yeah, we lost game 142 to the Marines 7-2, and we lost game 143 to the Eagles. We missed the playoffs by a single game. And I was thinking of extending my coach, not so much anymore. So I got some off-season stuff I need to take care of once we finished. I'm going to have to take a good long look at the coaching staff to see what we can do better. So we're going to have to hold on the last 2 games of the Japan series because the draft is right now. And for that, I will have to say that for another stream. We're at 2 hours anyway. So instead, I will say thank you for tagging along today. Not the way we wanted to end the season. Not the way we wanted year 2 to go, but at least we did hit 500, get above 500, improved, and I've got a good feeling for next year. So until, I don't know, I may get a sim in on Monday. I may do the draft on Monday. Till next time, folks, be sure to follow, and so you'll be alerted when you see me from me next. Firage, take us out. I'm going to go cry under my desk again.